Then you turn into water and you float.
Hey, now I just like playing that song to get people in the mindset to understand we're just one decision away from the right decision. One decision can change everything. Just one. I need to make sure my audio is it'll be straight. Y'all can hear me clear? Am I cool? Okay, I got you. Cool beans. Cool. All right, so now you can see the screen. Right.
Yeah, now I can. I just switched over. I can.
Cool beans and spaghetti. So
Hey, before you start, when you're done with the meeting, can we meet for a few minutes
yeah, for sure.
afterwards? All right.
I got you. Um, I think I need to tell my team. I didn't tell the team with my phone. I'm willing where I ain't perfect. I'm just trying to be a better me. So So I'm gonna just be looking at the chart, see what's available. Also look at the Manara, answer any questions that you guys may have, whatever they may be, wherever they are. Yeah, let's just have fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. Oh snap, password. I'm
Hey,
so
is there any way you can use your magic and stop the drawdowns on all this baloney? I mean, wonderful trading.
not the bologna sandwich.
Man, I was up 150 1 minute. I go away from my phone, come back, I'm down to $70. It's a $80 drawdown.
That's crazy.
But in the other way, I was down 250 and it came back to at least 60. So yeah, that's so weird, the drawdown swings.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. What I'm gonna show you, listen to me. I'll fix all your drawdown. I don't know why I'm showing y'all tonight, but I'm gonna show y'all tonight. I don't care who on here. So if y'all got team members or whatever, y'all might want to get them on this call. This shit is so, man, this is so powerful. Excuse my language, but it's just insane what my strategy mixed with the Monero does. Yep, I'm recording it as well. Yep. Okay, let me do that. Let me send this to the team. Okay, so that's a traders on the team. AI. All right, meeting ID. I'm just going to screenshot it. Forget that. I ain't retyping it. There we go. Cool beans. Okay, cool beans. All right, yeah, dropping the meeting ID and the password definitely help people get in. Okay, so how I look at the charts already is insane, right? And I know there's a lot of people on here right now that has never traded with me before. You may not even know how I trade or whatever the case may be. I'm always going to give you 100, but I can only give you 100 from my perspective. So whatever anybody else told you, that's what they told you from their perspective. I'm not here to tell you that what anybody told you is wrong, because that's not my place. I'm going to show you what has been working for me and how I've been consistent inside the market. Does that make sense? Can I get a 7 in the chat? We all gonna be on the same playing field. So I'm only teaching from my perspective. Because think about this, and this is going to be totally different from, well, potentially different from how you've been taught how to trade, because I'm not using no technical terminology, none of that. I'm going to talk to you as a regular person about the charts and use real life examples to teach you how to trade, to teach you how to look at the chart. Right? So when I'm looking at the chart, I'm understanding, I need to figure out if it's going up or if it's going down. That's one. Two, am I looking for this trade to be a long-term trade? Am I looking to stay in this trade for a long time? Or do I have a JG Wentworth mentality? It's my money, I need it now. Right? When you're on any time frame, think about the increments of the time frame that you're on. Because when you're on a 30-minute time frame, it can potentially take 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, right? Minutes for that trade to play out. Potentially. Because every candle represents 30 minutes. It's a mindset thing when it comes to trading. So even right here on this 30-minute time frame, this is like looking real kind of good. This right here is current price. I'm looking at my moving averages as a place that we have been to before. So think about your favorite restaurant. And somebody give me a place. Well, give me your favorite restaurant. Anybody. You can put it in the chat. You can unmute, whatever, whichever one.
Lasantis.
One more time.
Lasantis.
Lasante. All right, if I misspell it, help me.
Let's spell it right.
Lasante. Oh, wait, okay. Got you. But I'm taking the cheat code away. Get that.
From my hungry self.
Look, I'm taking, there we go, bam.
Mm.
Right here. I will look at as Lasante's. So when I'm looking here, I see I have multiple candles right here to the downside. I like to look at 3 or more. Here's 3 aggressive candles to the downside. And then here's another one to the downside. I'm going to take a rectangle. I'm going to put a box right here because we have came here before, right? They taught us growing up, history always repeats itself. So here, price came back to a place that it came to before. That makes sense so far? So we've ate at Lasante's before, and then we just came back. But after that sounds like a restaurant type situation. So after we leave Lasante's, where do we go? Here's 3 or more candles in a row. That makes sense so far? Okay. I know we got other bodies on here, so if it get confusing, let me know, y'all. You don't gotta be afraid. You can be, I'm friendly, y'all. Friendly word. So we can see clearly that this is reacting to a place that we have came from before. We've ate at Lasante's and we came back and now we ate all we needed. We was there for what? 2 hours. Now we're deciding to leave, potentially. Because we could potentially just be in the parking lot. I'll show you how to get confirmation in just a second. Here, let's just call this home. Right, so we got Lasante's where we just ate at, and now we got home. So price is only going up or down. And I'm on a 30-minute time frame. I'm gonna bring the price in and I'm gonna potentially look at patterns. Is this a place that we have came to before back in and bought from? Yeah, we have. Okay, cool. So we could potentially be buying when price get back down to this zone. But price reacted to this So I should be looking for a sale now to take it down here, potentially. What I've found with trading is that this indicator called the TDI, it shows me exactly where I am inside the move. You may be like, yeah, what are you talking about? If you have Trading View, right? You're going to type in TDI. Come up top and click indicators. TDI. And I'm using the Manara charts. The one that says Traders Dynamic Index on divergences. Everybody good so far? We cool? Okay, so I'm assuming that we good. What I'm looking at right here is the TDI, the Traders Dynamic Index. All right. This indicator alone has created the most income I've ever seen in my entire life from trading for me. I have used it since day one. I believe I will never stop using it. It literally tells me exactly where I am inside the move, and I'm going to show you how powerful it is right now. So with this Traders Dynamic Index, to make this real easy, the blue lines stand for your bread. Top piece, bottom piece. Okay. This makes sense, right? So this top line, I got you. Hold on a second. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so this top line right here, can somebody put in the chat what this is or unmute? What is this top blue line?
Hey Keith,
Yep.
can you put the settings and the colors for everyone that's new while you're doing the text? That way we all understand what setting the blue line, green line, and everything else is supposed to be.
Go to indicators, TDI.
Well, yeah, when you go into settings on the TDI.
I got you. Yeah, so I got you. I'll give you the R's because I'll only change one thing in there. I got you. So once you click this, it's gonna pop up the TDI. Let me pull up the settings. This here is inputs. Change the RSI period to 8. And change this RSI period to 8. Everything else stays the same. Got the red line. Let's just go basic. Go basic. Entry line. Green line. And then the yellow line is, I'm gonna go with support resistance. I think that's okay. I don't think that's too tough to understand. Ceiling the floor. Okay. So this is gonna be like our guideline right here for what this is, right? So purple one is the our sideline. So blue line, top piece of bread. Bottom blue line, bottom piece of bread. Red line, entry line. Let me check chat. Yep. Yep. The green line is current price. So when I say current price, that's literally every single candle here is represented by the green line. Every candle up here is represented by this green line. Everybody get that? I know y'all might be sleepy. I forgot it is like 11 o'clock Eastern. All right, so the yellow line is like your ceiling and floor. So you see how the green line is above it? So that means right now, the yellow line is playing as our floor. Because the green line is above the yellow line, that yellow line is playing as our floor. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
If the green line was below the yellow line, it would be our ceiling. And then this purple line is the RSI line, which is the indicator that's inside of it. So here's how I read it. I look at these numbers on the side, and that tells me where we are inside the move. So I know up here, it's the sell zone. I know up here is a major sell zone. This area is a regular buy zone. Down here is a major buy zone. So where this green line is at, I know in the area that I'm at, I'm just below a sell zone, which is okay. I'm crossing the red line, which is our entry line below a sell zone. And look at this top blue line. It's our top piece of bread. Listen to this. Green line is current price. We know that the blue line is our top piece of bread. If we are outside the top piece of bread and we want to get down to the peanut butter jelly, what direction do we got to go?
Down.
Down. Absolutely. So since we were outside that top piece of bread, we came back inside that top piece of bread, but we enter the trade when? We cross the entry line, which is the red line. So because we know this is our top piece of bread, we can go to the chart, boom, and mark, which is this zone, our top piece of bread, which is Lasante's. We came from here, now we know we're heading home. Because we just entered the car to head there, which the floor is here, which is home, because that's the yellow line. Does that make sense? A little bit?
Yeah.
Crystal.
So-
Yes, it does.
Okay. Let me check the chat. Cool beans, cool beans. So if I can draw what I need to see on a chart, I know where I am inside the move. If I draw, let's make this clear again. So let's just make it blank. Let me take these off. No TDI. Let me check the chat. Oh, got you taken. Okay. Yeah, company fire for sure. We're gonna make it pop like popcorn. Word. So right here, I can talk about that a little bit. I'll even draw it out on the whiteboard to help you with the comp plan. Because it's powerful if you understand it. And if y'all listen to me, I got you. I'm gonna also do some calls to help y'all recruit. I know there's some people here that is wanting to build and they may struggle, or there's some people who've never been good at recruiting. And the reason that you're not good at recruiting is because you have not been taught in a language that you understand so you can recruit. Same thing with trading. The reason why you don't understand how to trade is because you haven't been taught how to trade in a language you understand. If I talk to you right now about a Fibonacci retracement, you can be like, yo, what are you talking about? I'm already confused as it is. What do you, don't talk to me, what? But if I talk to you about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it makes more sense. You're still calm. You don't feel confused. That's why they look so good. Like, oh, I can see that, the top piece of bread. I get it. It's easier to understand. So I'm going to talk about everything that I'm teaching you guys in a way that you can understand it so it makes sense, so you can create dollars. Right? I recruit like a madman because I understand what people want. And when you understand what they want, you literally just give them that and you win. As easy as that is said, you may be like, yo, I don't get it. It's simple. Let your results speak for you. Stop going after people trying to convince them. At any direction that you approach somebody about the opportunity, it's like they're already looking to get pitched. Don't go straight for the pitch. Figure out what the problem is in their life and then become the solution. I don't know how to enter trades, man. This is crazy. Man, I'm tired of blowing my account. Man, listen. I was blowing my account like crazy too. And I ran across this opportunity, man. I got this software called Manara. It actually scans the market for me and gives me my entry, gives me my stop loss, and gives me my target. And I've been a little consistent, but not only just me. Look at my team. Look, let me open up my team chat. Let me open up my team chat. Look, oh, here's results from the team. So we can help you get the results that you want. You just got to get the software. How serious are you about getting results? Well, let's run this up together. Let's use this together so we can create income, and let's help all our friends. Let's make it happen. Like for real, we can create a trend. All right, cool. Here, I'm gonna send you the link. Go ahead and sign in right now so I can put you at the top of my organization. I'll explain what that is later. Boom, easy sign up. I'm giving them exactly what they want. I knew the problem. I became the solution. Chocolate. I got you. I'm gonna talk about some chocolates. So right here, let's talk about it. I'm gonna go grab another rectangle. So remember, we had the box drawn here, right? Because we've seen 3 candles in a row, correct? Now let's look further to the left a little bit. Bam, we got 3 candles to the row to the upside. So this is a place that was a floor, right? But when I drag this all the way across, that floor is now our ceiling, right? Let me take that off. I like to see candles 3 in a row or more. When I see it, I'll mark it on the chart. I'll take a rectangle, and yours might not be up here. So you'll have to come to this left side, and yours might not be right here. So it's an arrow right here. Just click the arrow, and then click rectangle. And I add it as a favorite. That's why mine's on the screen. Give me 1 second. So here, I'm like, yo, I'm looking straight to the left. They always told us history always repeats itself. And when we like a place, we go to it multiple times. The chocolate factory, since we're talking chocolate, hey now, this is where we at. The land of the chocolate. As a matter of fact, we are at the land of the chocolate that we want. So that means it can be made how you want it. So right here, because I have identified that we are at the land of the chocolate that we want, I'm going to mark a zone here rather than just leaving it blank. So I got to continuously look back. Oh, I can't see it. I forgot where it's at. No, I'm gonna mark it and I'm gonna drag it all the way across to where current price is at. Current price is this candle. So here, this was our floor. Over here, now this zone has became above us. So it's our ceiling. This candle here came inside of this zone and attempted to break through with the breakthrough, but it did not. It respected the zone and started to pull down. So the reason I use a TDI again is because boom, with this zone, I can see that this zone, where the top piece of bread, boom, look, the top piece of bread is drawn for us. Oh, we're almost approaching the floor. So what I can do is I'll just pull this up to see if there's a floor around here. You see that these came to a specific place. This was a floor before. Now it's coming back to the same, it's retesting. But in order for us to get the overall picture, so we can know where the market is going, I like to go to the daily time frame. I look at the next to last candle, this one. I'm going to mark the very highest point of that candle and the lowest point of that candle. Now I have a zone that the market is going to play in. Now, looking at what we see here, forget all this crazy madness. Don't focus on that, please, because it's going to confuse you. Let's look at the TDI. What does the green line represent?
Price,
Current price, absolutely.
current price.
Yep, absolutely. What does the red line represent?
Entry point.
Entry.
Entry point. What does the yellow line represent?
What?
The yellow.
The top and the bottom for the blue line.
So, oh yeah. So what's the top of what's the top blue line and the bottom blue line?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking me? Or are you going to tell you?
No,
ask,
the blue lines are the top and bottom.
yeah,
The yellow is support or resistance.
absolutely. And then the blue lines.
That's the top of the bread and the bottom.
Top of, yeah. Either the buy zone or the sell zone. Or
No,
the bread.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. So that's the top piece of bread. So we're only talking about the colors of the colors of the lines right now. We weren't talking about where the price is at. I got what you were with it. I got you. So right here, this top blue line is the top piece of bread. Price is not up there right now, but we know this yellow line plays as support resistance. The green line is below that yellow line. So it's playing as our ceiling. And then we crossed below the entry to the downside. Here's the bottom piece of bread. So we know it's not that far away from us. How many candles do we like to see in a row?
3.
Can we identify 2 places? No, we just need 2. Let's do 2 because somebody may see 2. Can we identify 2 places where we identified 3 candles or more in a row of green candles?
Yes.
All right, where do you see one at? Which way am I going, left or right?
To the left.
All right, left.
Go to your left. Yes, right there. Those 3.
Okay.
Three
So
up.
I'm gonna take a rectangle right here. And because this is a buy, we go to the bottom of it, okay? And we're gonna draw a zone at the bottom of it because it's 3 or more candles. Make sense?
Okay,
And then we drag this to current price. So now we got this bottom zone, which is playing as the bottom piece of bread. Because
is that right?
price came here, what did it do? It bought. What did it do prior to that? It bought. What did it do prior to that? It bought. So it can potentially buy from here again. But rather than us waiting for it to buy, we can potentially take the sell to this point. Now we're still on the daily time frame. So what this means, it can take days for this trade to play out. So if you plug in, don't expect it to happen tomorrow, but it potentially can. But listen to the mindset that you have to adapt to. Because we're on the daily time frame, it takes days. So the reason I marked the next to last candle is because now I give myself more confirmation that if price breaks below this zone, we're in sell territory. If price break above this line, we're in buy territory. And then of course we got 3 candles in a row here. So this would be the zone that we would potentially take it to, which is the top piece of bread. So if I do this, I can make the picture clear. Top piece of bread, top piece of bread. Market baseline, which is the yellow line, the support resistance. Where's my rectangle? Bam. Let's go. Where do I see? Right here. That's too high. I like this one. So I'm looking at these wicks right here on top of these candles. I notice there's like 3 in a row to the top side and we marked the bottom, but these wicks are coming to a specific spot, right? So what I did was I looked at this line where it's, remember, the next to last candle is the highest point where this candle reached. So this is a resistance level, okay? So now we have our resistance level marked, which is, again, the market baseline. So we're respecting this, and we can we kind of see that it's about to go down?
Yes. Sure.
So now that we can see it, right? We don't enter it off this daily time frame. We want to side to a closer to right now time frame to see it at the right time.
Hey, just asking about you.
Hey, now that just made me hungry. For real word. So so we see our zone. We got the highest point and the lowest point. So we know one confirmation is if it breaks below here. But in order for us to know if it's ready right now, we have to go inside of this daily candle to see what's going on. I'm going to skip the 4 hour and jump to the 1 hour. Bam. Go ahead and maximize the candles. So now let's forget the TDI real quick. Dang, that's so clean. We got 3 candles in a row right here. Remember, this zone was already here. So based off that daily, maybe it wasn't. I mean, it was here, but it wasn't based off that daily time frame. I don't think this part was. Let me check. Yeah, it's not. It's based off of a lower time frame. So this zone is here. And I can see straight to the left, bam, 3 candles in a row to the upside, which is a support, a floor, which is turned to a resistance here. And again, it's here. So I'm seeing this trade unfold to the direction that I wanted to go. Now, when I pull the TDI up, wait, before I pull the TDI up, is that making sense so far? This right here? This zone is 3 candles here in a row. So I can see this was a floor and it came back to the zone and pulled down, came back to the zone because it's the ceiling now and pulled down. And again, we're still heading toward the bottom of this zone. This line came from the daily time frame because this was the lowest point on the next to last candle. So when I pull a TDI up, price is crossing through the entry line below the market baseline. So we know exactly where we are inside this move. The entry based off the 1 hour time frame is pretty much getting ready, right? If I go to the 15-minute time frame, we're heading toward the bottom piece of bread. In this situation, this is the bottom piece of bread. Y'all see how this is unfolding, becoming clear? So we can see that with 8, 9, 5, 1, it's 6 pips till it get to here. And then we be patient and allow the trade to play out. Think about when you're flying somewhere, when you're driving somewhere. You don't just appear at the destination. It takes time to get to the destination. Now, I do want to point this out real quick because I am going to go deeper into this as we do continue training. But this here, this section, do y'all see how the top piece of bread and the bottom piece of bread was like in a backpack and got squeezed together? Like it's a squeeze right here. Or it's compressed. Rather, y'all can see that. All right, bet. Anytime you see this squeeze, depending on where it's at, it's letting you know there is an explosion about to happen in the market. It's a squeeze here. It broke out the top piece of bread off the squeeze. If it's a squeeze from the top piece of bread and the bottom piece of bread and you see it, if it breaks the top piece of bread, take it to the top. Now, remember, y'all know this yellow line is the support resistance. The green line right here was below or above that yellow line.
Below.
Below. Yep. Did we cross the entry line or no?
It looks like we did cross the entry line, the red line.
Yep. So we crossed it here. So look at how this played out. So remember, this is how we know this. This is how powerful this is. It's a squeeze here. We're below the resistance, the ceiling. The red line is here off the squeeze, which is our entry line. So once we cross it, that's our entry. So here we would have entered off this candle because that's when we entered, or that's when we crossed the entry line. There's no drawdown, straight profit. At the break, this is another entry. Your exit is when we cross below the red line. Because that's your entry, and that would be an entry for a buy or a sell right here. This was an entry for a buy or a sell right here. Oh, snap. That was powerful. Absolutely. Sell. Yeah. So right here was the entry for a sell. So that's our exit off this buy. The whole game is right here in our face. We just gotta apply pressure, yo. And that sell is still happening. We see it's happening right in our face. If you review this recording over and over and over and over, I need y'all to understand real quick that the things that we do on a day-to-day basis is because we have programmed ourselves to be this way. Not all of it has been programmed by us, but a lot of it has been programmed by us because we're old enough now to make our own decisions and choices, right? So we just haven't programmed this into our mind to understand it yet. So after we watch it one time and be like, oh, I get it tonight. When you wake up tomorrow, if you don't look over it again, you're going to forget all about it. But if you look over it and then you look over, I mean, think about your favorite song, right? When you listen to your favorite song over and over again, you memorize it to the max, right? You memorize it to the max. But if I ask you what's your favorite book, you'll tell me the title. But if I'm like, okay, recite me one whole page. It's tough. Because you haven't been programmed to understand how to just memorize it that way. Everything has been taught to you in a rhythm. So from here, we see how we operate. We already know we got the top piece of bread. We got the resistance. It's here. Boom. We got our exit. We get out the trade, take profit, get up out of there. Every single time. We don't have to be greedy. Right? We don't, just because we see people having $1,000 days and so forth, your day is coming. Your balance may not be the same balance as theirs to allow them to have that lot, right? That amount at that time. Because think about it. If I'm using $100 per movement and you're using $3 per movement, you're not going to hit 100 faster than me. I can catch 3 pips and I'm like $300 in profit. But you're $3 or you're $9 in profit. And we close out at the same time. But people are gonna be like, oh, you're more successful because you won 300. She only got $9 or he only got $9. No, we did the same thing. It's about pips. It's not about the dollar amount. Don't get mentally into this to where you let this control you. You stay in control. Because this can become a gambling addiction. You can be in here like, oh, I got my rent. You know what? I gotta put it in. Let me put this in here. And then you throwing your rent in here. But you're throwing your rent in off of emotion. We're not emotional traders. We're smart. We understand patience. I teach doctor mentality, right? Who makes the most money in the hospital? Pretty much the doctor, because they have the patience. We here have to be patient and wait for what we need to see happen first before we enter the trade, AKA look at the TDI and let it give us our entry for the sale, and then look, boom, it's selling. Wait for the TDI to give us the entry for our buy. Boom, it entered for the buy, and boom, the buy happened. That's 2 trades in a row that we could have won. It don't get no better. Greed is okay when you got the balance to hold over that leverage that you need, because you can go and draw down.
Sorry, I'm deaf. What you say?
Oh, you're good. So what I'm gonna do is, now you're good. So what I'm gonna do is, after this recording, I'm gonna go ahead and also post the transcript of it as well, so you can have it.
I'm blind too. At this section, I'm deaf and blind.
Oh snap. We're gonna have to figure out something for you, for real.
If you get a chance, can you show, because I've got a friend of mine that I invited into the meeting. Can you show how you use it with Manara? how
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. when you get a chance.
I got you. So actually, let's go ahead and skip to the skip to. So dang, I didn't want to really go ham like that tonight for real, but sheesh. Let me go ahead and give you some sauce. So this TDI is not on Manera, okay? But you got two options. You can come to Manera and come to my classes and we can set it up and create the indicator. Or you can just use TDI over here on TradingView, right? Because it's already made. So let me pull up my marinara sauce. You feel me? All right, so here, let's just pull up a, oh, hey, man, I'm in profit, by the way. I didn't even tell, oh my God, I did not drop the trade. I got on the call. Okay, whatever. So let me just show you. When you're using Monero, somebody gonna be sorry they missed this call tonight. I'm gonna give y'all the setup too on how to create it. So when you see a pair that you like trading pop up, so here's an example. I don't really trade EURNZD, but I know it's a pair that can be traded with my broker. It created a crab pattern on a 5-minute time frame. Here's the entry, here's a take profit, here's a stop loss. Here's the risk to reward. Don't worry about what this means. It doesn't matter, but it matters. But it's not that important to where you need to understand it to the fullest to create income, okay? Trust me, I promise. You're still gonna be okay. And look at when the scan happened. This happened at 11:20 p.m. 4 minutes ago. So I'm gonna click on this. Boom. Look at it. It's at the entry area, right? Can we all see that? We have the entry area. So let me go here while y'all making sure we're on the same page. I'm gonna go ahead and go to EURNZD here. Boom. What time frame was it? That was a 5-minute. Okay. Can somebody tell me where we are inside the move based off of TDI from what we discussed? This bottom blue line is considered the what?
The bottom piece of bread.
Yeah, that's
So
what I was gonna say.
Bottom piece of bread. So we're gonna go ahead and mark the zone because it represents the bottom piece of bread. So now we know we're at a support, we're at a floor. Y'all remember what Tiffany said on the call today? If you're at a floor, the only way you can go is what? Up. But guess what? Because we know that we have to go up, the only reason for us to enter to the upside is when we cross the entry line, because that's our entry. We're coming from the bottom piece of bread. But in order for me to see the entry more clear, I can go to the 1 minute because it takes 5 1-minute candles to create 1 5-minute candle. So I can see the entry on the 1 minute before it happens on the 5-minute. Boom. The entry happened already back here that it already crossed, right? But don't always just go for it. But because I understand that this is in a major buy zone, this is, man, this is insane. Combining this with the Monera sauce. I'm sorry, I gotta remix it again. The marinara sauce with mozzarella sticks. Stop playing. This is a good meal. This is a good meal.
Okay, if you don't mind, I gotta say this. Dion has been trying to show me how to do these supporting resistance zones, the blocks like he just did right now. And it's been hard to figure out. And one is because I'm dumbheaded, but you just made it a lot simpler by comparing it with the TDI. Nothing against Leon because he's on the call, but it's just I just been hard headed, and you know when you get those aha moments,
Mm-hmm.
So I know you showed him, he tried to show me, and well, you just gave me an aha moment. This is great.
I appreciate it.
Sorry,
Word.
Leon.
No, you in good hands like Allstate. One thing. So when I'm looking at, so now that I'm looking at this 1 minute time frame, remember, we already understand that when we cross that red line, that's an entry. But every time it cross that red line, that do not mean into the trade. Just because it crossed here to the downside, I don't mean, oh, just into the trade for the sale. This is a 1 minute time frame. This is not really going to guide you on where you're going. The higher time frame, let's go to the daily time frame. Like we did last time, we marked the highest point and the lowest point of the last candle, or the next to last candle. Let me use the right verbiage. Let me move this box over a little bit so I can, there we go, I need my zone. Mark the top of this green candle and then the bottom of it. So this candle in particular has a wick on the top and a wick on the bottom. This is the bottom zone, meaning if we break below here, this is a sell zone. If we break above here, this is our buy zone. So look, it's at 7648. This buy zone is at the 7692. That's 34 pips above where we are right now. Right? So if I can be patient like a doctor, right? Let me break it down this way. The impatient trader pays the patient trader, and the patient trader pays the doctor. So you don't want to be a trader, you want to be a doctor. The impatient trader blows the account, which the broker in that situation becomes the patient, because they get paid every time we blow the account. But we know as the doctor, we're in the markets creating the income, so that means we're getting paid from the brokers. So the patient pays the doctor. When you get sick, when you get hurt, when you get injured, and you go to the hospital, they don't call you by your name, really. They're like, oh, that's my patient in there. Because they from you being there. If we adapt into that mentality in the Forex markets and the binary option markets, whichever one you want to trade, adapt into the doctor mentality. Be patient, understand the time frame. Whatever time frame you pull up first and you open your mouth, that's the time frame you're basing your trade off of. Until you change the time frame and start opening your mouth on that trade or about that trade on that time frame. So now we're on the hour time frame. Then now I just open my mouth. Now I'm basing my trade off the hour time frame. So I'm going to expand this. We already know this bottom zone here. Based off of the TDI, we are at the floor. For some reason, we already have this floor marked. We can see this little zone here. This is powerful. So this lets us know right now that we are at a floor and we could potentially be going up. AKA Manara told us it's going up. Hey now. So right here, I'm gonna drop to the 15 minutes. It takes 4 15-minute candles to create one 1 hour candle. I know here I'm at the bottom piece of bread, which is what we drew. That bottom piece of bread. I know that the last place that I bought from, if I look to the left, is here. We got 3 or more candles. This is how I like to, this is just the way I like to look at it, just to keep it basic. So now that I have the zone, I did see in the chat, he said it's going to sell. It could potentially come down here, absolutely. Let's see what the entry was. So we're right here at 1.7649. 1.7649.
Yeah, the timer with the price range on my TDI is right around, it's floating right around there, 17649. Going back and forth, up and down.
Okay. We,
Oh, you have it too, sorry.
no, you're good. Sales and buys, man. Sales and buys for sure. So entry, right, is what the Monero gave us. So since we know this is entry, price needs for me to close above here. It needs to close above the entry. Remember, we don't need every last pip that the Monero give us. And we don't have to enter the trade early because it may not always be right. So always wait for what you need to see first. Because if you plug into that trade with a higher than normal lot size and you ain't expecting it to go the opposite way first and then it blow your account, it's not Monero's fault. It's your fault. It's not your sponsor's fault. It's your fault. It's not the training's fault. It's right. You just have to take that accountability, but understand that that's just a lesson. That's a part of the game because sometimes you get frustrated and you may do it. But if you take notes, put a sticky note on your laptop or on your phone and tell yourself, don't risk too much than what you can bear, right? It's your account. I can't tell you how to trade your account because you risk what you want. But understand it's your decision. If I say I'm taking this trade, you don't remember, it's still your decision. You don't have to take the trade. It's your choice at that moment. I'm not with a gun to your head like, yo, take the buy, take the sale. Or I'm not over your shoulder. I'm not touching buy or selling your phone. So if you decide to plug in for anybody's trade, not just mine, that's still your decision. So if you lose a trade, make sure you're looking at it as a lesson because we are not going to win every last trade. We win a lot of them, yes, absolutely. But as you see, if you trade smart, you can take 10 trades, lose 7 out of 10 and still be profitable. If you trade smart, you can lose 7 trades, only win 3 and still be in profit. So we see prices right here. It has not crossed above the red line on the 15-minute time frame for entry. I can go to the 5-minute. Oh, what do you know? Where are we? Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. We're right above a major buy zone, right below the regular buy zone. But we just crossed entry. Where's my phone at? Why am I not plugging into this damn trade?
I'm not plugged in because I don't have that as a pair that I'm monitoring.
That's cool. Take the hit your, if you want to take the trade.
Can you screenshot the Monero setting?
I got EN on the Menard right now. It's telling me about. I took the vow. I'm already in profit
Oh yeah,
on my demo.
talk to me nice.
Yeah, it's talking, man.
Hey, so wait, real quick though. Anybody have any questions? Because I just been yapping. I get into a zone when I be teaching, like yo, I'll be excited.
Me too. I'd be excited too.
For real. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get excited. I just butt in.
I'm like,
People gotta go to sleep.
yeah, facts.
I'm excited, Keith. Like this is like we about to really like help a lot of people. This is Tiffany DeBerry. Like I'm really enjoying this session.
I appreciate you being on for real. I know you staying up to the 2 a.m. session. Look,
Yeah, I'm staying up. I got coffee on deck. I'm staying up. I'm getting on that 2 a.m. session.
look,
What about you? Are you? Are you?
That's why I got on, so I can stay up.
Oh, you getting on it?
Yeah, that's why I'm
What
on
y'all
here.
doing, binary or forex?
I'm about to make my tea.
We
So
getting on the
binary-
binary 2 a.m. company session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is how you thug it out, y'all. Word, like for real.
Hmm.
Y'all the go getters, the ones who really want it. I'm not saying that everybody that's not on here ain't want it because some people got to work in the morning. But this,
I got a question.
what's up, family?
This is Leon, by the way.
I
Remember
know.
the question I was asking you earlier about the software.
Right.
Did you get me an answer about the software? Because I got a Chromebook and I'm afraid to buy it because everything I bought so far and tried to download it to this computer, I get a message saying it can't support it can't support it. So
Okay.
I'm little nervous of trying to buy this software because if I spend the money and I can't use it, then I just got a software I can't use.
So look, so right here, you just come into the back office and then you'll click on you'll put your cursor on Forex and click on Monero. You don't gotta download anything at all.
Oh, so it's in the back. Man, you should have been telling me that. I would have bought it earlier.
Your fault.
Hmm.
I thought I had to download it and it would have came to this computer, but being that it's like already in the back office, man,
Yeah.
look, all right,
That's why, that's why you don't get paid the thing. So now,
Oh, damn, you beat me to it.
That's all you good. I'm gonna let
You beat
He's literally.
hey y'all, this is a night session. We're gonna have some fun too. Sheesh, you know what I
me.
mean?
This is what I tell my soccer players, don't think it's bad for you.
There you go. Talk to me nice. So this EN is in profit right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I put the here. Let me get y'all. So here, y'all stayed up with me here. Let me show y'all some sauciana. Let me give y'all how to put this TDI on here because this is recorded too. So look at this bursting and man, come on, somebody. It's crazy. All right, so up here you got an indicators button here, right here. So because the TDI is not here, the TDI is created by the Bollinger Bands. I got the spelling wrong. I know I do. The Bollinger Bands, moving averages, which is here, and the RSI, Relative Strength Index. So we have to create it. So if you can, on your indicator screen, or if you don't feel like it because you're tired, you want to be lazy because it's late, it's cool. We're on relax mode, but still, at least write it down, take a note, or watch the replay. Click RSI. You're going to click moving averages, or not moving averages. We're going to go to Bollinger Bands, and then exponential moving averages. Exponential moving average, you're going to click it 3 times. So when we first get the RSI on here, we're going to click the settings.
Question for you, Keith.
What's up, family?
Yours is showing up on the bottom part on the RSI. When I click the indicators, it shows in the main screen. How did you separate it?
I got you. I'm about to get you. I'm about to get you right.
Okay.
So right here, we got the RSI. We clicked on the settings. Over here, I only put the 90 and 10. Most people say, look at the 70 and 30. It's overbought, oversold. Now, again, remember, I'm only teaching you guys from my perspective. I'm not saying that anything anybody else do is wrong, because they may do things that I don't do. They may look at the charts differently than how I view it. So again, if anybody give you their whole setting strategy or anything like that, they can give you everything that they have. If you can't see it how they see it, you will never trade like them. So I'm only teaching from my perspective. So with the RSI, I put 90 and 10. I know this is a major sell zone. I know the 10 is a major buy zone from my perspective. So from there, I'm changing the input of the length to 8. It works best for me. I click OK. And this for y'all, it's gonna pop up top. So what you do is the little arrow, click it. It's gonna be up here, and you just click merge down. Bam. And now it's here. So you're gonna do that to every last one of them, make it merge down so everything comes down below. So we just created the. Yeah. So on the exponential moving averages, you're gonna go to the settings. You're gonna have an input of 2. Source close, 0 on the offset. Your style, your color has to be green for you to understand it. Because remember, the green line is current price. And this is your thickness. So if you like them Coke bottle shape, you feel me? However you like your candle, make the candle how you want it. The second exponential moving average, the setting is going to be 7 on the input. Still close, still offset. Style going to be red.
And Coke bottle again?
Say it again.
Coke bottle again?
Yeah, Coke bottle, always. I got glasses, so it gotta be Coke bottle. If it's slim thick, I gotta put some extra glasses on. Like this purple line is too thin. I can't see it at all. Like, well, I can. Let me rephrase it. I can see it, like, but it's like, whoa.
I hear you.
The third one is a 34. And that color is gonna be yellow, which is the ceiling and floor. And then your Bollinger Bands, length is 34.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Bollinger Bands, just the regular ones, right?
Yep, regular ones.
Okay, so inputs 34.
Yep, and then your mult is 1.619.
Okay.
And Leon, this is EURNZD. And you can see right here, my boy, this is powerful, kid. That's why I was telling you, like, yo, this is a lituation. So combine this TDI with Manara. You see right here, I know my numbers. We are in a major buy zone. We're about to cross our entry point. Now, what I want you to learn about Manara, it's going to give you a price zone. That's why I think this is price zone. I promise, I think it is. But it's telling you in between these numbers is where your entry is going to be. 1.7649, which is the actual line, and then 1.7652, which is the top of this zone. So in between here, it can be your entry, which now it broke above the entry and it's going in the direction that we want. It just crossed our red line for our entry. So just because we're a little late to the party, it don't mean that it's cool. But we could have went to the 1 minute time frame and caught that entry like we did. And now we would be super in profit. That makes sense. I meant to drop this trade in the chat too, like. But this is, I'm telling you, this is so crazy.
So I got a question for those that, if there's anyone new, what is that? The 2.86. What is that?
2.86.
Chart on the Manara on the Manara numbers.
Over here,
Down, all the way to the bottom of the area.
the reward to the risk to reward ratio. So it's going to give you double the amount of, so like right here, this is 7649, this is 7666. So what is that? 17 pips. So you're getting more than just 10 pips. Like every 10 pips is like a thingy. I don't even see this. I'll be trying I'll be trying to make it simplified when it's explained. And that's been a question I've never been asked, so I've never had to simplify this answer. This is crazy. But I don't have the proper way to tell you right now. I will get back to you. Because I want to put it into a way that it can make sense. Because the way that Manara is showing it is way different than how I look at it. I'm going to have to get on one of their calls too, to also understand what that is. But if you get to a call before me on Manara, ask that question before me. If I get there before you, I'll ask the question. I'll just relay it back to the squad young. That's a great question. I feel like I was stumped. Like I got the million dollar question to get the millions. And I was like, oh snap, y'all just, you feel me? But it's all gravy. But that's why I use the TDI. The TDI is powerful. I understand where I am inside the move. I understand that Manera is going to give me the pattern. And if I wait for what I need to see to happen, I'll get a result that I'm looking for. Now watch this. If I'm using a higher than normal lot size, I can just catch a few pips. I can get 5 pips, but put 2 trades in to get 5 pips apiece, which will still give me my 10 pips. Because you can get to 5 pips before you get to 10 pips. Yo, let me plug my laptop up before I die on y'all. Y'all be like, yo, he playing. And my laptop charger, give me one. Hey, man. Plug this up, plug it up. Oh yeah, it's a situation. Trades is booming. I see I got something in the chat. I'm about to see what it is. All right, cool. Laptop is plugged up.
It's me. That's what it
I still got a sell on this. Always a challenger on God. Always. For sure. So you can twin trade it, right? So you can go for 5 pips. This is a pair that move crazy fast. So like, right, it's up 5 pips now. So imagine you taking a trade twice, going for 5 pips a piece. That's still 10 pips. Now you in profit. Now you can close out the trade and wait for your next position. But because this is about to close above the red line for the entry, it's like, oh snap, I feel confident. I can go ahead and plug in another one. And then you look at yourself like, not another one. Not another one. And you eat consistently because you know the direction that the market is going to go. So then you put 2 more trades in there, potentially, if you can see it the way that you need to see it, get 5 more pips twice and then close out, take profit. But you raise your lot size just a little bit more. So you're compounding your account. And all you gotta do is wait for what you need to see happen. I mean, look, this is beautiful because it's real time and it's recorded. So now here go another tactic for you guys. Because there's gonna be people that's wanting to recruit. Now, here's my recruiting side, because we're already in profit. When you're reaching out to people on Facebook or social media, or even making a post, yes, it's cool. And this is my perspective. You can copy and paste other people's posts, but copy their posts, but then create it. You're like, put yourself in there, make it your own. So that way the people who know how you talk. You don't want to sound robotic. You don't want to sound like you're being salesy. And you don't want to sound like, oh, I just seen you put a launch boost this post in there, and I see everybody comment on the same post. Which I know it goes with the algorithm sometimes, but you got to understand when you're talking to people, you're going to have to talk to the solution or to the problem that they have so you can become the solution. You have to become the solution to their problem. It's not, can you, I mean, me, I'm like, I'm not, can you join me in this? I'm like, yo, listen, how trading going for you? They're going to tell you exactly how it's going for them. 97% of traders are not having success, okay? That lets you know how big of a, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I like talking about numbers now. This is crazy. Y'all understand how big this organization about to get? Just based off this one system right here. The app ain't even dropped yet. Just getting on these calls and getting this knowledge is just, that's, man, what? This is insane. Man, we in profit. So when you're recruiting, you ask them the question, hey, how's trading going for you? Or if they haven't traded, hey, how's everything going for you? Just have a normal conversation. Don't go for the kill immediately. When you're trying to date somebody, you don't go for the kill immediately. You try to, take your time and wine and dine, and you know how it goes. Y'all know what it is. That's how it is with trading. Same exact thing. That's the same thing with recruiting. Same exact thing. They're like, oh man, I'm still blowing my account. Trading is cool, I'm getting better. They're not having success. That's what it means. Boss up. You got a chance to be whoever you want to be in this thing we call life, and you choose to sucker up. Like when it comes to, think about it, because if you get your hair done all nice, somebody asks you what it is, you're like, oh yeah, this person did it. But when it comes to your business, you want to be all, I got this business, this little business thing. Like, why you gotta be so nervous about what you want to make bread from? Yo, how trading going for you? Oh, it's cool. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You finally cracking 4-figure months yet? Test the gangster a little bit. Ask them the question to see, because it lets you know where they are with trading. Because if they're not making 4 figures a month with trading, they potentially need this system. I'm just positioning myself to be the solution to the problem. And 9 times out of 10, people gonna be like, oh, yeah, I got it. It's cool, B. You know what I mean? It's cool, I got him. Killing it. But then as you're posting about the results that you're getting, as you're posting the results that your team is getting, they're starting to see the post and they're starting to feel like they're missing out. So then they reach back out to you. It don't have to be that same day. Stop trying to rush the process and trust the process. Because they're going to tell you that they're not having success. And then they're going to ask you how you're doing with trading. Oh man, we killing it, man. I got this software that helped me with my entry and my target and my stop loss and so forth. So I don't really have to scan the market. AI taking over, so I don't even have to scan it no more. So AI doing the work for me. That's my pitch. I didn't even pitch them. I told them what's working for me. So now they're working for you. Listen to me. You tell them the solution to that problem. Some people have an ego issue. Sometimes people just not ready. Some people need to see results. Some people want to see if you really want to stick to it because you're going to jump from opportunity to opportunity. And you have to have that willpower within self. Like, yo, this is it. This is what I'm going to use. And then you create a community of people who are interested in your business. Because there's going to be people in that community that start joining, and people going to start seeing people join, and they're going to want to be a part of it because they're going to start feeling left out. Then you start creating scarcity. Dang, I'm giving y'all the game. Then you create scarcity by using your Manara and dropping a signal in your chat periodically. Like, this is from Manara. Manara did it again. Boom, Manara did it again. Show your results to the chat. Their belief level is going to be raising. But what's that website? What's that software called again? Yeah. How much is it again? Yeah, I need that. Cool. If you don't want to pay the monthly fee either, I got you. I can tell you how to get it free. You don't got to tell them about recruiting. They want the software first. Leave it at software until you get good enough to have that conversation to where you're getting what you need. I see what you've seen, Leon. You've seen this right here. The 3, the zone, came here, respected, pulling down to create the W pattern, the go-go. Is that what that's what you've seen?
No, I ain't not what I was saying. Nah. All jokes aside, I didn't see nothing on the lower time frame. My bias was 4-hour. That's why I saw a sell.
I forgot. Yeah. I forgot who I'm talking to. You said, look, I ain't used to seeing flip, but I knew you was on here. I got you. Yeah. I see what you're talking about. I know you're a swing trader. Got you. Makes perfect sense. So, y'all, that's literally recruiting. That's it. And then you get, when they're excited, you have to understand people. Understand yourself. When you buy something, after you buy exactly what you want, don't you feel excited? You feel good about it? So imagine how they feel at the moment that they purchase. They feel good about it. Hey, yo, you trade with people or you trade by yourself? I mean, I got a little team and stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, I got a few people I trade with. Hey, for real, if you don't want to pay that monthly fee, just have them get the software too, so you'll be free. I mean, I'd rather save $100 versus spending it a month, especially when I'm gonna be making it. So I don't want to have to give 100 back off of my profits. You feel me? LOL. You see what I'm saying? It's just a conversation. Practice what you're. I mean, you see, I'm having the whole conversation right now by myself, to myself. I play this out. I have conversations for myself and see it play out in real time. Because it's only one way that people can really respond. That a lot of people won't even tell you no. They don't feel comfortable telling you no. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, send me some info. Yeah, I'm gonna join Friday. Some people need time. They need to see if you're gonna push longer than you pushed the last opportunity. Or maybe they was in an opportunity and got burnt. Hey, have you ever traded before? Got you. What happened? Why'd you stop? You see what I'm saying? Like, ask the qualifying questions, yo. Like, don't rush it. But you gotta find your entry point, just like you're looking inside the market. Where is your entry to get this sell off? ABC, always be closing. Nah, facts. Big facts. It's your group. It's yours at the end of the day. Own it, yo. Like, think of, like, if you was to move from where you live at right now to a whole different state and nobody know you, don't you know you have a chance to be who you want to be? Because nobody know who you are. But where you are right now, you're comfortable with who you are. And until you change the top 5 people that you talk to, your belief level won't change. Because you'll be on that same belief frequency. So like when I shifted my frequency, I started operating with other people who were on that same frequency. When you get in your car and go to the radio station, that's a frequency. And you're wanting to listen to that specific music. So you go to that frequency so you can get exactly what you want. We work the same exact way, y'all. Apply that stuff to the charts. This entry could be, yo, all right, I'm leaving from the crib. Where are you going? To Target, Walmart, Kroger, right? Wherever your grocery store, whatever. Like, yo, I'm going to Bob Evans. I'm going to Benihana's, PF Chang's. Have fun in the charts. Make it fun for yourself. And my biggest tip, if you're going to trade live, start with $10. If you've never traded, start with $10. If you've traded before, start with $10. No, as a matter of fact, if you've traded before, start with $5. I'm going to tell you why. If you can't grow a $5 account, you won't be able to grow a $100 account. You've made the mistake, so you already programmed to make the same mistake over and over again. But with you trading a small account, it's going to teach you discipline. Because you won't trade a $5 account the same way you trade a $100 account. Because you'll let a trade ride. You'll let it go negative. Like, oh, it's cool. I still got $80 left. But with $5, if it's your last $5, you have nothing left to spend. You're going to do whatever it takes to get that right trade. It's a mental thing with Forex, y'all. It's a mental thing with binary options. It's a mental thing with recruiting. You just got to understand it and believe different. GU for the buy. Let's squiggle squeeze. Let's see if it didn't scan it yet. Okay, it didn't yet. So let me go back here. Boom. Go here. Boom, 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 boom. These are our patterns that buy. The trend is weak. Squeeze. Go here. Say less. Let me go to notifications. Say for scan. No, not yet. Let's go to this bat.
I see it going to that D too before it drip back down. Crazy part.
Yep. So what I can see here, we got a squeeze inside of TDI. Right here by the lower level, which is a buy zone. So if it breaks above here, right? This is the 5-minute time frame, by the way. So it's breaking above this zone right here in current time, which is the top piece of bread. This played at the top piece of, this is crazy. So what market is doing is going to its destination for it to get ready for the entry to the sell side. So with price being right here, I need to be looking for a potential buy pattern. So this Gartley, bam. So it already hit target one potential. Let's look back in time. No, it hasn't. You see what I'm saying? So price will have to come to this point first before I look to enter for a buy for it to come back up here. That's for this pattern. Now, what I'll do is I'll go change time frames. Let's go to the hour. And we can see now there's different patterns that pop up with a higher time frame. But what I see is price is way up here by the major sell zone. So now I'm going to go to trading view real quick. Hey now with the hey now GBP USD. Let me just mark this. Let me put the time frame. Same thing. Right, mark the top and bottom of the next to last daily candle. Look, price right here on the hour time frame. The red line is right here. Let me just expand this. It crossed above the entry line on the hour time frame to the upside. Let me point this out. This is a reversal pattern. The green line represents current price. And if I go here, Google, I'm gonna go back to trading view. I see this down with the, you'll see the M right here, right? So let me just move this to the side so it can be clear. All right, y'all see this? This M is in the middle. So let's go back here, bam. All right, M is in the middle. So you see it say neckline at this elbow and at this elbow. So what this is, at this elbow and this elbow, this is considered the neckline. Right? So we got that here. That's what it shows. You see it says stop. This is the stop loss. This is the entry above the neckline. This orange line is the neckline. We have an entry here because we just crossed the entry line. But based off the reversal pattern, we enter above here. Target up top here. Which when I go up here, top piece of bread. Oh, I'm sorry, not top piece of, well, yeah, the same thing. Top piece of bread. 3 or more candles here. Expand it. That was clutch. That was clean. There we go.
And I'm not in this trade, by the way. It's just something I saw.
It's looking real good. And it's our time frame. This is so our time frame trades at nighttime. I'll rock with them. I'll go to sleep. Man, I've been what with Manera? Listen to me, y'all. I will off of Manera every night. I plug in a trade before I go to bed. I wake up in profit. What? Stop playing. I took a USD peso trade last night. Woke up in profit. It was already closed out. Like, yo, I'm here. Like I've arrived in your account, fam. You ready to compound the, you know what I mean? Ready to compound the bag, you know what I mean? Like, yep. And look for another Monero trade. And then operate the same exact way. Keep doing the same thing over and over, creating the same result. I go back to notifications. Nothing has been scanned at the present moment. This is GG at 15 minutes. Let's see if it's still booming. Oh, it almost hit a TP, actually. Price is up here by a sell zone right now. Here we go. That's a 15-minute time frame. Yeah, that's cool. 4-hour look. So we got the floor approaching here. Price is up here. It's not inside the sell zone as of yet. Once it enter the sell zone, I'll be looking for it to sell. Here's a top piece of bread. We still got room to go up. Now I do see this over here, right? I identified this 3 or more candles in a row and drag it to the side. This is a resistance level. Which one?
I one last one, because this is so this amazes me every time I say something you come up with it. Do UCAD. I feel UCAD is still gonna buy, but I think she's gonna pull back first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at her going to. I'm looking at the daily, just to let you know, and I'm looking at her to go back to that daily high. Talk to me nice.
It's about to sell like crazy.
It's about to sell. God dang, don't tell me that.
Look, bro. So y'all remember we was talking about the green line being current price is outside the top piece of bread. Now I have this marked up with my lines on here. So you see MSZ as in this zone. That's the major sell zone that we're at on a 4-hour time frame. So I'm going to the daily time frame real quick. We'll go
Yeah,
here.
I'm looking at the pullback first. Yeah, because after those 2 greens consecutive candles, we got our first red candle appearance. So I'm looking for a pullback, and then another buy potential. Because if I'm looking at this correctly, it's already a head and shoulders inverted.
So look here. This was a fliggle squeeze, right? This is the floor.
Didn't even see that. See?
And now we got this. This is the top. So remember, if we break above here, we get into the buy. We get into the buy zone, which we should be looking for buys above this area. It looks as if it's respecting it. Plus, this is also a major key level, right? And we can see here current prices at the top piece of bread, which is resistance. Where is our resistance? Already drawn up. So now when we go to the lower time frames, watch the picture get clear now that the rain is gone. So now we see here, let me make sure I can move my chart. We just broke below the market baseline. Cool, perfect. We're respecting this resistance level. Price is inside of, is right above the sell zone, but right below the major sell zone. So this candle is look like it's just consolidating. So I'm gonna go inside this hour time frame to get a clear picture. There we go. Now we're getting some movement. Let me bring this in real quick. So now we can see what's happening. Double top. Bing, bing. We just look like we respected this resistance level. If we look here, look straight to the left, bing. Hold up, wait a minute, let's capture this moment. Because we identified 3 candles in a row or more right here, we're gonna identify it. Let's mark it up. We respected it just now, like we could potentially be pulling down. So I'm gonna go to the 5-minute time frame. Now I can see closer to right now time. We just had entry here.
And it broke the neckline of that. That's crazy.
Yep. And it's respecting this line right here. We can see where we headed. It's a squeeze here, but there's still room to go down to the buy zone. So watch this, y'all. If this green line on this 5-minute time frame break below this bottom piece of bread, that's the entry for the sell. Your exit is when it comes back inside the bottom piece of bread and cross the red line. But listen to the rule. If you can prematurely see it starting to go up toward the bottom piece of bread, it's already exit the trade, so you can save your money. Because the closer it gets to crossing that red line, the more money or the more profit you're losing. So it's a situation. You can for the celery with no ranch, right? Let me see if it's skimmed. Oh, this is looking for. Let me go to a higher time frame. Let's go to the hour. None of these ready. Gonna get that money, money, money. Yeah, none of this ready. Or none of these patterns based off of here. And it hasn't scanned. But I can see where price is at. All these is getting ready. Look, there it go. Bam. It completed it. But this is the 4-hour time frame, so it can take increments of 4 hours. It can probably, this could take, what's today? This happened 12, so it's Friday. This can happen like Tuesday of next week type situation. We just need to see what we need to see and then plug in. Get our pips and get up out of there. Word. Anyone got a question? Look at that squeeze. This is about to be crazy. Well, I'm a hop off and get me something to eat. Real, look at that, man. Come on, somebody. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'm gonna get on this 2 o'clock call for this binary options. I'm gonna attempt. It's still an hour and some change away, but we'll make it happen. I'll also see y'all tomorrow. I'm going over some basics tomorrow, just like how to plug in trades on MT4 or MT5. It's the same concept. And really help y'all get positioned. And we'll continue to go over this TDI. You're not gonna understand after one session. It's gonna take some time to get it, but it helps paint the picture so everything's clear. I appreciate y'all hopping on, and I see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Chosen.